videos in a really long time. Been kind of away from the whole comic book collecting. I want to get back, trying to get back into it a little bit, so I figured I would do a video on some of my comic books in my collection, and just go over them a little bit. Do like I usually do, give you like a tiny bit of information about them. First of all, I want to start off with some comics that I would like to get graded because I'm kind of getting into this whole grading thing where I want the long term value, I want the long term, preservability of the comics. So I really do want to get some comics graded, and these are a few of the ones that I found so far in my collection that I would like to get graded and that I feel are good enough condition to get graded. Because I don't want to like send a comic book off to get graded and it's already like a tore up, and it just seems to defeat the purpose to me. So first off, we have Amazing Spider-Man number 230, 293. This is kind of sorry about my camera. It's zoomed in and I'm not sure how to zoom it out. Um, this is a prominent issue of Spider-Man. This is spoiler alert for anybody that's never read this. This is the issue where Kraven the Hunter is killed by Spider-Man. He's killed. I don't remember exactly if it's by Spider-Man's hand. Actually, I think he kills himself at the end. Yeah, that's what happens. So that was like a death of a major villain, iconic character of the Spider-Man universe. It's kind of like a memorable issue. It's also in really good condition. I'd probably say it's very fine or near mint. So here I have EXO Man of War number 6 from the new Valiant run. This is one of those. This is one of those variant covers. They don't make that. They didn't make that many of them. There was just like maybe one per every 10 issues printed. So I want to really get that one graded because a lot of those variant covers can go for a lot, and they're also hard to get. This is probably the oldest comic in my grading set. The Avengers number 137. The first appearance of Beast. Well, not the first appearance. The first appearance of Beast on the roster when he first joins the team, and he was a really iconic member of the Avengers in the 70s and 80s. So I feel like that's a good one to get done. Next we have X-Men number 158. Yep, this is an early Rogue appearance. This is a really pretty decent book here. Nice, pretty good condition. It does have kind of like some little tears in the very top. But not probably will cut it down a lot. But then I have G.I. Joe number 1. Just recently picked this up for a pretty decent price. It's in really good shape. The only thing it really has on it, there's a couple bends, there's a couple creases. There's a couple creases in the page, and there's some little white fading on the corner by the issue number. So, but other than that, it's in great shape. It's all intact. Here's some other comics that I have. They're not issues I want to get graded. There's some general issues in my collection. Captain America and the Falcon, number 177. I really like these old Captain America comics. They got some great covers. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure who the artist was, but he's a really good artist. I like his stuff for a lot of the issues. Here we have a Marvel double feature. This is one of those various Marvel team up stories they did with Captain America and Iron Man. Number 12. Some nice Silver Age or Bronze Age Marvel art there. Let me grab this box right here. It's got some more comics in it. Justice League of America number 100 page. 100 page. Yeah, Justice League of America number 116. 100 pages for always 50 cents. This is one of those. This is one of those big giant size issues they had in the Silver Age where they reprint a bunch of old stories and then put some new stories in and give you like there's even a nice Starman Black Canary Avenger in here that's kind of rare to find. Well, it's rare to find that story anyway. Back in the day, these were pretty much the only way you could really read like the only cost efficient way you could read like old golden age stories was to get these reprints. They didn't have like they didn't have the online comic books that you can get these nowadays where you can read those old stories. They didn't have like collections put together. You had to get these 100-page or giant size specials to be able to read those. So that was a big deal back in the day, having those. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't mind getting this graded too. This is Batman number 638. This is this is like the issue where Batman realizes who the Red Hood is, and it's revealed that Jason Todd is still alive. So that's a kind of a prominent issue in recent comic book lore. And it's in really good condition. I mean, it's basically. Now that I look at it, there's a crease somewhere. There's a crease there, but other than that, it's basically right out of the factory. But here we have the challengers. They're champions. My bad. Number 15. Champions is kind of a weird mixed match team of superheroes in the 70s. That was a really weird team. You had Ghost Rider, Hercules, Iceman, Angel, just Black Canary. All these people that are not really team players or not, and that don't really fit well to each other. It was a really interesting idea for a comic book when it came out. There's another Champions, number 16, has them fighting Magneto in it. The Invincible Iron Man, number 79. This is a pretty nice book here. It's in it's not in the best condition, but pretty decent. That's a good one there. I like that one. I like that old Iron Man on it. Giant Size Fantastic Four, number 4. Pretty good book. It's got the Multiplying Man in there, which is he's kind of a little known character. But Batman Spawn. It's a one-shot. The crossover thing they did in the 90s. Pretty good. Nice McFarlane art there. Batman 497. The Nightfall number 11, part of the Nightfall series. This is the one, I believe this is the one where Bane actually breaks Batman's back. I mean, that's what it shows in the picture. I mean, I could be mistaken. I'm pretty sure this is actually the issue where it happens. That's another one I wouldn't mind getting graded because I would like to get these key issues, these key storyline events graded. JLA, Just Imagine, Stan Lee, this is the one shot. This is where Stan Lee decided to take his or DC gave him permission to take his run of different iconic DC characters such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, and do how he would imagine the character. So it's basically Stan Lee getting his ego big and taking DC characters and redoing them. Let's see. Marvel Tales, number 51. Sorry, I get kind of carried away reading the books before I show them to you guys. This is Spider-Man. It's basically looks like Spider-Man fighting a bunch of hippie college kids. What it looks like. The Walking Dead, number 100. This is a cool little book here. Really major character death that happens in this issue. I won't spoil it for you since this is actually still a fairly new comic and people might still haven't read that far in it yet. I don't mind giving away spoilers for like comics that are 20-something years old because you should have read them by now. But here we have 100 pages. Brave and the Bold. This one's kind of beat up. I bought this at a pawn shop for like $2. It was worth the $2, but it's beat up. It's got a lot of writing and stuff on the cover, and looks like it's even got some water damage on the bottom. If you can see that. It's got a cool little Batman and Adam story in there, plus a Challengers Unknown story, which is really weird to get. And then a Dr. Fate and Hour Man story, which is also hard to find nowadays. Here we have Batman versus the Predator. My bad. Number 3 out of 4, or number 3 out of 3. My bad. I used to have the whole run of this when I was younger, but somewhere along the way, the other two got lost, and I'm not sure where they're at. So this is the only one I got left. But at one point, I had this whole run. And I really liked it. I was. It was during the time period when I had just watched. I think I had just watched Predator 2, and as a young guy, a young kid, and then I went and saw or found these books in the bookstore and just had to get them because it was Batman and Predator. It's two favorite things. So what else we got? Justice League of America, number 134. Nice Silver Age battle here. Nice goofy cover. This one looks like it even has Supergirl in it. It's kind of weird because she wasn't really like a member of Justice League as far as I remembered. Well, I think that's all the books I have time for in this session. A couple series that I really enjoy that I'm trying to get more of is like the GI. I want to get more of the GI Joe run from the 80s. I wouldn't mind getting. I like the Question run from the what do you call it? The 80s. So you guys know what I'm talking about. The good Question run. I also wouldn't mind getting. I'm also a real big fan of Plasma Man. So Plasma Man comics from like the Golden Age and Silver Age. I would love to get some of those. So thank you guys for watching this, and see what we got in store for you later.